Hello, my name is Onichai Vimetis BS2216053. In this video, I'm gonna talk about my ornamental fish culture. The content of this video start with my self-introduction, the introduction of this ornamental fish, and then we move on to the material that we will use, the preparations needed, the daily routine requirements such as water quality and the feeding regimes, also include the breeding, spawning, mating behaviors of my species culture. And then we move on to the preparation for the larval rearings. And lastly, any observation throughout my culture. And we go to the conclusion. Firstly, ornamental fish are the fish that are kept for aesthetic purposes, primarily in aquariums or ponds. They are valued for their beauty, including vibrant colors, interesting patterns, unique shapes, and sometimes even their interesting behavior. And many popular ornamental fish, such as the guppies, bettas, and mollies, such as that are required for a specific water condition or even care to thrive in the pond or aquariums environments. As for my culture's activities, I choose to culture guppies and bettas mostly, and maybe include molly in other sites, but I would love to just focus on the guppies and bettas cultures. Next is the material or equipment that was used during this ornamental fish culture. Firstly, we have a ration device used to enhance the oxygen level in the tank. Next, we have a fish net, bucket, dipper with a gas can decoration, the hose, anti-chlorine, the aeration stone, a divider, the fish pellet, and the tank, cylinder tank, also the square tank. Here we have the bottom cleaner, used for bottom cleaning. Next is the preparation of setup tank. First thing first, we fill the bucket with filter water, and then we put anti-chlorine in it and wait for 10 to 15 minutes. We can also add the aeration to mix it well. And meanwhile waiting, we can clean our tank, the tank that will be used. Next, after waiting for 10 to 15 minutes, use the stocking water and fill the tank with the stocking water. Next is the preparation used to put the aeration into the tank. Here you can see I put the hose throughout the covered tank. And put the aeration stone into the hose and cover the tank. Connect the hose to the air dipper that was connected to the aeration device, and here you can see it function well. After that, put the fish inside the tank and cover the tank and finish. Next is the daily routine. My daily routine consists of observations of the fish daily in the morning and evening. And then I also give feeding first thing in the morning, afternoon, and evening lah. All together is 3 times a day. I also observe their feeding behavior if there is any anomaly or abnormality. I also do bottom cleanings daily, especially if the tank has a lot of waste at the bottom. Here you can see I use the bottom cleaner. Here you can see the waste at the very bottom of the tank get inside the hose. This helps me to clean my tank every day. The absorbed waste will go into the bucket below. After that, I will fill the tank with a new filter water that has already put the anti-chlorine. But of course, after there is some case where the tank becomes so dirty with all the waste and the food waste. I leave it for the holidays for the first 1 week, and after I come back, the water condition inside the tank becomes so deteriorated, so dirty, and it needs to be cleaned up. Here you can see a very poor water conditions of the tank. Next is the requirement water quality for my fish species, which is Guppies and Bettas. Firstly, Guppies. For Guppies, the water condition requires 7 to 8 pH and 22 to 28 degrees Celsius, and need a moderate amount of hot water such as calcium and magnesium minerals. As for Bettas, it requires 6.5 to 7.5 pH, the water quality, and 24 to 29 degrees Celsius for the temperature control, and it needs a minimal water flow with a zero ammonia or nitrate levels inside the tank, while keeping nitrate level below 20 ppm. And of course, I didn't follow this requirement because since I don't have the device specifically for checking the water condition inside the tank. I just use the aeration system device to regulate the oxygen level inside my tank, and do bottom cleaning daily to regulate to control the waste level inside my tank, and also observe the fish condition since it indicates the either the water condition has deteriorated far below the requirement for each species. Next is for breeding, spawning, and mating behavior for both Guppies and Bettas. As for Guppies breeding, mating, and spawning, Guppies breed by chasing. As for a courtship and net. And for female, Guppies is actually a life barrier where it bears the larvae inside their belly, or should I say inside their stomach, and after a while it will give birth to a young larva. Meanwhile, for bettas, it's actually doing the external fertilization, where bettas firstly it involves courtships, rituals, and egg laying, and also nest guarding. Here shows that the betta male is making the nest, the bubble nest. Male is chasing the female in the form of courtship with their gills spread open. This shows a mating, or should I say spawning behavior of bettas, where the bettas help the female to spawn egg to the bubble nest, and you can see a white egg fall to the bottom of the tank and was catched by the male. The male bettas will put the egg into the nest and this cycle will repeat itself until one day, maybe 2 days. In this video, you can see the male is guarding the nest full with the larvae, the hatch larvae. If there is any fallen larvae to the bottom of the tank, the male bettas will catch it and put it back into the nest. Next is the larval rearing for guppy and bettas. As for guppies, after the female guppies give birth to larvae, it's better to separate the larvae and the parents into a different tank, since some of the guppies are cannibalistic, so it's better to remove before the larvae are getting eaten by the parents. As for bettas, just like the guppies before, as soon as the female lay eggs on the nest, it's better to separate the female from the tank and leave the male betta inside the tank to guard the nest full with egg until the egg hatch into a fly. Next is the observations throughout my culture. Throughout my culture, of course, there is a mortality observed even from the starting of my culture and at the end of my culture. Firstly, at the very starting point of my cultures, most of the mortality observed was mainly of mollies, the larva mollies and the parents. And throughout the and we found that the reason why it's death is because of the water conditions. The water quality is very low at that moment, and I also observed the presence of parasite, the bloodworms, inside my tank culture, and I think for guppies and bettas, I also observed mortality, though I didn't record the, or should I say, I didn't take a picture of it, but mostly because of the water conditions is very low at that point, and that was causing these my bettas and guppies to die. And aside from it, the mortality of the new hatch larvae was mostly due to deteriorated water conditions. Just now I mentioned the parasite, the bloodworm parasite, which is specifically a parasite for freshwater species. I found this parasite inside the tank, hiding beneath the decorative stone and the
Parasite, fucking parasite.
sediment below the tank culture, which the next day I removed all these decorative stone, sediment, sand, and leave the tank empty without any decoration so that I can observe very clearly daily if there's any parasite. And then I also use aquamarine salt to enhance the performance of the fish and decrease their stress level every time I do water exchange. At the very starting point, as for Larval, throughout my cultures, there is 3 batch of new larvae for guppies. Although there is also second batch larvae for bettas, but I think I failed to culture it into adult heart and it's died midway. As for guppies larvae, the first batch it has 4 tails of larvae that has survived until now. And as for the second batch, there is 5 tails of larvae that also survive until this moment, and the last batch is the third batch, has 15 tails of guppies. In conclusion, this ornamental fish culture is a globally significant industry which providing millions with a source of livelihood and aesthetically pleasing pets at home. So this success relies on an understanding species-specific needs, includes maintaining the optimal water condition, water quality, and also implementing effective disease management. The continuous research and sustainable practice are vital for this ornamental fish industry for the long-term health and environmental responsibility at hand. I think that's all from me. Thank you very much for your patience watching this video.